Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's client is my sister. We are going to be doing a bohemian bob on her. So her hair is already washed, moisturized and ready. So let's get into the video. So you're going to need braids. I actually used 5 braids, normal braiding hair, and the Spanish to give it the curly effect. We're going to start from the back and we're going to separate hair and just plait continuously across, and then again separate the hair and just join the first line to the other one that you're doing now. So I made 3 lines at the back, so that the braids at the back curve the way they're supposed to. If you don't do that, the braids are going to lie straight and you want them curved to give the bob effect. So I'm going to do 3 lines. My last line ended behind her ear, so I thought that was enough to give it the curve we want at the back. So I'm going to do the last line and then we can basically start doing the braid pattern. And just do your normal braids, attaching the Spanish braids as you go. So just attach, plait twice and separate, and then just plait and tie in the end. So that is basically what we're doing here. Just braiding, adding the Spanish, separating the Spanish from the braiding hair and continuing to braid, then tie the end. Tie where you want your bob to end. So I'm going to show you slowly how I attach my Spanish braids to the braiding hair. So we are going to separate hair and then start our normal braid pattern. So I use the real hair and attach the braiding hair to it and just continue making normal and continue braiding normally how you usually braid. Just braid like 5 times or 6. I did 5, and then take the Spanish and add to the braiding hair. Continue braiding twice or 3 times. I did 3 times, and then separate the Spanish from the braiding hair. Continue braiding twice and then separate the last strand of the Spanish braid, and then just do your normal braid up to where you want your bob to end. So I'm doing a bob, so one side will be shorter than the other. So I'm going to braid and then just tie off where I think my bob should end. So going to do the same. Yeah, so just keep braiding, and then just tie it. So that is how it should look like once you're done braiding. So I'm going to do the same thing I've done on the first braid. So just keep repeating the pattern of adding the Spanish, separating the strand of Spanish as you go, then braid twice and then separate the strand of Spanish braid as you go. So basically that's it for the whole head. We're going to do the same thing for the whole head. Just add your Spanish braid to the braiding hair and then plait 3 times, separate the Spanish strand, first Spanish strand, and then keep braiding and then separate the second Spanish strand from the braiding hair and then just keep braiding down. So we are basically repeating the whole process for the whole head. So I'm going to do the rest of the hair off camera and then come back and show you what it looks like. So I'm done with the whole head. So that is how it looks like when you braid the whole hair with the Spanish braids strands hanging. So that is how it should look like. So there you go. I'm going to now band the ends of the braids to make the bob effect. The bob effect comes from burning and shaping the braid. So I'm going to take my lighter and just measure to where I want the bobs to end and just burn off the excess braid. So be careful not to burn your client's face at this point. So you have to be extra careful and have some water for you to dip your hands, because you need to rub the braids between your fingers to lock it. So just burn it and just dip your fingers in water. Oh, sorry, I burnt her face, but she's okay. So dip your fingers in water and roll it. So do that for the whole head. So I'm going to show you again what I did. Separate the Spanish braid, measure to where you want your braid to end and just burn the excess and just then dip your fingers in water. Don't forget to dip your fingers in water because you'll burn yourself at this point. So have a jug of water. I had a jug of water, so I burn it, dip my fingers in water and roll it to give it the shape I want. So we're going to do that for the whole head. So I'm going to repeat the same process throughout all the braids and just burning it, dipping my fingers in water and shaping it. Just measure, burn and shape. That is the whole process. So that is how it looks like when you're done with all the braids. So that is the almost finished look. We're almost there. So you're going to take your scissors. I didn't have scissors with me at hand, so I used my razor blade and just trim the Spanish braid to your desired height. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to do that for the whole head. So just grab the Spanish strand and just trim it. Just trim it and be careful with the razor not to cut your client. So just trim round as you go. So just trim and go, trim and go, trim and go. There you go, guys. That is the finished look. I love how it turned out. Our bohemian bob turned out perfectly. I love how the braids fall. I love the back. It curves perfectly when one side is longer than the other and frames her face really, really well. So there you have it, the finished look. Thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so that you're notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys. Bye.